Hey, I'm Marcus.
And I'm Nick.
We are working class nerds.
Cue the intro. That's right, we are Working Class Nerds, the podcast that gives you no information about your favorite information.
Today is Thursday, September 30th, 2021, and you can find this 124 podcast on Apple Podcasts, Buzzsprout, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, Spotify, and anywhere you can find this podcast in the galaxy. Far, far away. You can also watch me play video games at twitch.tv/MarcusB814.
You can watch me play video games every single Monday night at twitch.tv/NickVern51.
And you can find the both of us on Twitter. I am at MarcusB814.
And I'm at Nick Vern, that's NickVern. And this week's episode, we're talking with the one and only Tabitha from TabbythaGames. Tabs is a great streamer, an excellent mod for Marcus's channel, and an amazing friend. So welcome to the show, Tabs. And what have you been up to?
Well, past couple of minutes, I have been trying not to laugh my ass off over the intro.
Over our outtakes of the intro?
Yes.
I don't actually know what you're talking about. That does not exist.
Yeah, if it's not published in podcast land, there's no way we possibly could have been recording for 20 minutes before this and can't use any of it.
Okay. We'll go with that then.
Yeah, just like the limit in Mean Girls, the podcast, the intro does not exist.
Okay, that's our story. We're sticking to it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. My past couple weeks have been absolutely phenomenal. Thank you for asking. Let's see. Just today, I just got done with a fundraising charity podcast for Queerty Gamers, which is a nonprofit LGBTQ charity that funds micro grants for LGBT gamers and developers and whatnot. It was their 3rd anniversary this month, and they did a 24-hour marathon stream today, and I picked up 4 hours of streaming for them, and that was also a charity that I streamed for last week on Saturday, and I raised $550 for them.
Wow.
Whoa, that's awesome.
Yes, well, $555 to be exact.
That's awesome.
At the cost of 61 Sour Patch Kids.
Wow. Only 61 Sour Patch Kids?
Well, the thing was, my charity stream on Saturday was the challenge that I put forth was that I would eat 1 Sour Patch Kids at the top of every hour for every $5 donated.
Okay.
Well, I ended up having to eat 61 Sour Patch Kids at the beginning over the course of the stream.
Wow.
See, I love Sour Patch Kids.
I do too.
Well, I'm hypersensitive to sour, so I did find out that my tolerance is 8 Sour Patch Kids at one time.
Wow, that's a lot. That's a lot.
I've definitely done more than 8 at once.
Yeah, me too. I've done like half a box.
But the question is did you like take one out of the bag at a time and make a lot of noise taking it out of the bag, or did you have them in a bowl?
Oh my God. There's a story behind this. You go ahead and answer it, and I'll circle back.
Okay. No, as the donations came in, I took them out and I lined them up in front of my computer monitor in nice little stacks.
Oh, that's
okay.
Cool. That's So if you were to per se to be in a movie theater and you buy Sour Patch Kids, when you open the box, there's a plastic bag in there, right? And most people, if you're seeing a big theatrical production, like opening night or even the night before opening night.
No, yeah, it was
the night before.
Opening night. Oh no, the night before the movie actually comes out.
Yeah, so it was like we got a cool
Endgame
theater. Yeah, Avengers Endgame. The night we're the first people basically to see it as early as you can, unless you're like at the premiere. And you would think, before the show, you'd want to prepare as much as you can to make as little noise as you can. Especially when your cousin sitting next to you tells you not to prepare ahead of time, so that when in the middle of the movie, when you want some Sour Patch Kids and Iron Man's dying alone on a spaceship with recording a message to Pepper, you don't hear.
See, I have never thought to take the candy out of the bag
and just
first.
dump it. Yeah, I was like, dude, just take it out of the bag and dump it into the box. That way, when you want to eat it later, all you gotta do is
But now that I
shake the
know-
box. It doesn't make noise. Good to go.
Now that I know, I will never do it any other way.
Yeah, and I told him before the show, and he's like, "It'll be fine. It'll be quiet." And then he's
No.
trying.
No.
You
When
ever
somebody
try to-
gives you an awesome idea like that, you jump on that idea immediately, Marcus.
Exactly, except if you're stubborn Marcus sitting next to me in the early showing of Endgame.
No,
And because he's trying to do it slowly too, and you ever try to
no, you can't do
slowly
things like that
open a
slowly.
bag of chips? It's the same thing
No.
in a dead silent theater. All you hear is, and you're just making it worse. It's way better just
No,
rip
as
it open
Marcus's
in one
mod,
shot.
I can tell you, you can't give him any ideas. You've got to make him think that it's his idea.
Yeah, you have to incept him, otherwise he'll never
Yes,
do it.
You absolutely have
That's
to.
not
accept it.
true at all.
Well, it was true that evening. And that's all that matters for the story. So anyways, I grew an excruciatingly crinkly 7 to 8 minutes later, Marcus got him open, and I took him out of his hand and poured him in the box.
Meanwhile, back at the ranch.
Meanwhile, back at the ranch.
So you raised a ton of money, and you're streaming a lot now. What else
Yes.
have you been up to?
Well, a couple of weeks ago, on the 15th and 16th of the month, I attended a Women in Games global conference. This was, of course, due to the current conditions. It was held online virtually,
Mm-hmm.
and I was able to go because I was actually sponsored to go because a bunch of people in the tech industry actually had sponsorships for people who wouldn't otherwise be able to go, and they put on Twitter, it's like, hey, we have a number of sponsored tickets to go to this Women in Games global conference. And so I messaged back and I'm like, hey, I'm not sure if I'm one of the people who you'd be looking to sponsor, but I would be very interested in going. And the person messaged me back and was like, okay, well, you are, we will definitely put your name in the hat. And so a couple weeks went by, and turns out I got picked. So I go to this conference, and I've never gone to anything like this before. And so I log in, and there's all these panels with talks about things like toxicity and harassment in online communities and the games industry. And then there's other panels on alternative narratives, on breaking ceilings and boundaries. And then there's also panels from different developers from around the world, from up and coming creators of up and coming games that I've never seen before. And it was just and I was able to network with a whole bunch of different people, and it was just this most incredible thing.
That's awesome.
That sounds sweet.
What did you take from it? So after the whole experience was over, what would you say you took out of it?
That it's a lot. I didn't like. I'm kind of struggling forward here because I knew that.
Well, take us through what you're thinking.
How much I was just in awe about how much we're underestimated, you know?
Sure.
No, so what you're saying is you never realized there were so many of you that do what you do, and how people underestimate your capabilities as a streamer, content creator, actor, actress, podcaster, whatever.
Yes. Thank you. No, because because what I wanted to see is like my whole life, like I've only gotten to see the world that I've been shown. Actually, it's kind of like a Matrix moment, you know?
Sure.
Yeah.
Were you Trinity or were you Neo?
Yes, because like all my life I've only seen the world that I've been really shown, and it was kind of like a pill moment where I go in there and like kind of opening my eyes in the ship.
Sure.
And it's like I'm in there and I'm interacting with like all these women developers and uh business women, and also allies too. Not just women in there, but also there was an entire panel that was actually men speaking about the importance of men sticking up for women.
Well, that I understand.
Yeah.
And I mean, and it's, and I mean, and granted, and it's something that I have actually, it's something that I'm accustomed to hearing because I hang out with like awesome people like y'all. But, but like when we, but like with the, but like when you like watching other things like but just like seeing the parade of stuff that usually happens in media and on Twitter and on game streams, and like when you look at the Twitch top streamers and the people who get all of the attention and all of the support and all of the resources, you're just like, wow.
I understand. It's finding a group of people that support you that you didn't even know existed.
Yes.
I feel that every day.
Yeah. And so it was just really enlightening to see that a global to get there and experience this global community, because like and like especially like being trans, I didn't get to grow up in this community. There was a huge like it was a huge part of my childhood and early adulthood that I was denied. That I'm like trying to make up for lost time reclaiming.
Yeah, I can imagine it's hugely rewarding to find a giant community of people that's sort of going through the similar things, you know?
Yeah. And like so like I didn't get to grow up. I like there's a huge body of experience that I didn't get to have growing up.
Right.
It's not the same thing, but that's how I almost feel once I came a part of AIE.
Like with your like
just who I am,
gaming and nerdy
just
interests.
Life. Like I found, so my whole life I've been surrounded by my 5 friends who had were like-minded but not really.
Yeah.
And then you meet a group of people who are like-minded, and it opens up your eyes to you take your first step into a larger world.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I do understand exactly what you're saying, Tabs, in my own way, right? And I
Yeah.
think when you find that, you embrace it and you appreciate it even more. You know, it's like almost like when you find that person that really makes you happy, because like you're like, holy shit. And then you think to yourself, how has this person not been in my life forever?
Right.
Like, where did this one person come from? You know what I mean? And it doesn't, I'm not even talking about a spouse or a girlfriend or anything. It could just be a friend.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh no, I get exactly what you mean. That just connection with with a person or group of people. You're just like, where? I mean, even just in a platonic way, it's just like, where have you? Where have you been all my life? I'm finally meet you.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. So Nick, Hawaiian shirts and all. How you doing and what have you been up to?
The Hawaiian shirts were in full effect this weekend and Monday. But so I
wait. This weekend?
Yeah. What do you think I changed into after the tournament?
Wow.
I was just drinking beers in my Hawaiian shirt.
Embrace it.
Yeah. So for clarification, I play paintball recreation competitively.
In Hawaiian shirts?
No, I don't wear. I wear a normal like a jersey and sponsored apparel while I'm playing. But we had a tournament this weekend. It was the last tournament in our series, and we won. It was awesome. Woo woo!
Congratulations!
Absolutely. We won. It was great. It was a really, really close like finish. And yeah, it was awesome. Afterwards, my girlfriend Marissa came to the field. She stayed the entire day. She stuck it out like a trooper. I convinced the our photographer that we hired to take some photos of us afterwards, which was pretty cool.
Oh my God.
Shout out to Smiley Joe.
Smiley.
Smiley.
It's not often that you have like a professional photographer prepaid. You know what I mean? Like, and I didn't even pay a dime because our prize money when we won the tournament just paid his bill.
Hey, Smiley.
Yeah.
I'm filthy and covered with paint. Can you take some pictures of me and my
great girlfriend?
My girlfriend.
Exactly. I mean, she had paint all over her too. You know, when you're watching, you get paint on you, like it splatters off the netting and stuff.
Yep.
But it was awesome. Marissa was driving home, which was perfect because I drank like 12 beers at the field. We got dinner afterwards. Not literally 12. It was a bunch though. And yeah, it was an awesome day. Super happy. That's actually.
Did you play?
Yeah, I mostly coached. It was like 90% coaching, 10% playing. I think I played like 4 points of the day, and I played. The important point was I played the last point against Hello Nasty. It's a team that plays there. We were up 6-3. It's a 4-point mercy spread. And there was like a minute and a half left in the game, so we knew they were going to try to score a quick point on us. So I put myself out there because I'm typically good at defending things. And selfishly speaking, I knew if we lost, it wasn't a big deal anyways. So because we're already up by 3 points, but when I go out there, I end up shooting somebody off the break, which means right at the start, I shoot somebody, I shoot the second guy, and then there's like 20 seconds left in the game. My front player in front of me shoots somebody else in the middle of the field, and then shoots somebody else in the back side of the other side of the field, the snake side. And if you don't follow paintball, you have no idea what I'm talking about, but bear with me. So there's one player left in the snake, and I take off down the middle of the field for the buzzer, and he doesn't see me go for it, and I hit the buzzer with like 5 seconds left, and boom, made it 7-4. Now that's relevant for two reasons. One, I put myself in that particular point because the buzzer was in front of Marissa, so I was trying to show off a little bit, and I did. What up? A, for selfishly speaking. B, that point spread ended up mattering because we didn't host playoffs because there's only 3 teams for Division 3, so we played each other twice, which is a little lame, but it is what it is. And our point spread ended up mattering, like that we won by 4 that point. Because at the end of the tournament, we won by a point spread of 0.25. So if I hadn't like tacked on that extra point, we might not have won the whole tournament.
Well, there you go. I'm just rolling my eyes so hard.
Oh, you're not a paintball guy, Marcus?
Oh, Marcus is a big paintball guy.
No, that's not why I'm rolling my eyes. I'm rolling my eyes because he had to show off for the girlfriend.
Right. Of course.
I'm still trying to interpret the weird sounds that Nick made.
Oh, that's the horn.
Yeah, you push it. You push a button and the horn goes up. Brrr, and it's
And-
basically like a ref's whistle.
Right. Yeah. In gaming news, I've been playing a whole bunch of Horizon Zero Dawn. Of course, I play it on stream every single Monday night, 8:30 to 10:30 Eastern Standard Time. Twitch.tv/NickVern51.
The double plug.
Yeah, the discount double plug. And so before I would be like, each fight would be challenging, and then like if I was fighting a boss or something, or really a new creature or something like that, it would be an absolute struggle. But now I've actually I feel like I've geared myself up properly. I've got like a good chunk of the skill tree done, and I can actually I'm starting to get a leg up in terms of my gearing, so that I can handle these things properly, on top of me being a little bit better at the game.
I think it's a combination of both, but also too definitely being better at the game.
Yeah,
definitely helps you play the game.
Right. And I was starting to realize you can't just shoot the creatures. You need to be using your full arsenal of traps and know what their weaknesses are before you go into a fight. And you can use so you can only equip 4 weapons at a time, and then your spear is automatically equipped. But you kind of have to read the situation. Do you want this type of trap? Do you want this type of weapon? Do you want your sniper rifle bow? Do you want your fire bow instead? Do you you got to mix and match based on the scenario? And I've been doing that more often, and it makes it way easier if you actually prep yourself instead of trying to just meathead your way through everything.
Yes.
Like Marcus definitely would.
Yep.
But no, I'm just kidding.
No, I'm 100% serious.
Yeah.
Totally.
You would just spam the starting bow 400 times.
Yeah, just
whatever.
Kill. Yeah, just kill.
Just Marauder kill.
Yes.
But
I wouldn't
Marauder,
have
right?
I probably wouldn't have made it 10 minutes past the tutorial.
Yeah, I get you. Because you wouldn't want to do the stealth part.
No, I wouldn't want to do the bow.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I want that thing shooting like a submachine gun.
You can get a Gatling gun. I just haven't bought it yet.
Yeah, but then you got to find ammo.
You can make ammo. Sorry, Tabs, what'd you say?
No, does it, if it tracks ammo, then it'll be like Destiny 2 for me. I tried Destiny 2 and I played through long enough to run out of ammo, then I logged out and uninstalled.
Yeah, that happened to me too. No, maybe it wasn't Destiny 2. It might have been Destiny 1. But I played, and I was playing along, and I ran out of ammo, and I was just screwed. There's no fix for running out of ammo, and I was like, oh, well, this sucks.
Well, they did fix that. Unlimited primary ammo now.
Oh, that's good.
So you don't run out of primary ammo.
Because it's
ever.
How am I supposed to fight? If I miss a little bit, you're just screwed. That's terrible.
Yes.
Yes. But so I streamed on Monday. Obviously, I had an absolute blast, and on Tuesday I snuck in an extra hour. So I came to the realization that I really like to play Horizon Zero Dawn. It's an awesome game. It's my favorite type of game. It's an action single player action RPG. But I want more, and it's kind of tough to get back into the swing of the game when you are just playing once a week, to remember the controls and get better at it. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to do a little bit of side mission stuff on the side, obviously, not on stream nights, just playing on my own. But I'll save every story mission for the stream, because that's really
smart.
That's really what
yeah, that's smart.
It's really what I want to save for stream anyways, is the big story points, because that's really interesting. Not that the side stuff isn't interesting, but it's less interesting, and it's what I care about. Anybody that's tuning in every week,
the big story points are better for content,
right?
For stream content,
right? Because if the viewer is following along with you, to go along with the story, that's more what they're there for, anyways. And if I do side quests on the side, it's double productive. It helps my selfish want to just play the game more, but also it makes my gearing better, so that when I go through the story missions, I'm better at them, and I can there's a higher chance I clear them successfully and don't die.
Cough, Marcus. Cough.
Yeah, don't die in the story missions, Marcus.
Whatever.
But
I don't mind dying. Keeps me alive.
I don't think that's how it works.
That's not how it works, Marcus.
In terms of new content, so if you're not watching What If, I think you're screwing up. big time. What If went from this like quirky little, it's just an animated show I'm watching on Wednesdays, and because we're between big shows, or big movies, so it's just some extra cool fun content. To now, it's turning into all of these stories are coming together, and the newest episode like blew me away. If you haven't
I'm
seen
behind on What If.
no, I won't spoil anything, but you need to watch it. And I think it's really going to actually impact the rest of the MCU. I think I don't want to say too much more, but it's crazy. Definitely watch What If. Like episode 7 is what I just watched, and it was bananas. Like completely multiverse level bananas. But BANANAS, exactly. It's bananas. BANAN.
Thank you, Gwen Stefani. I will never again forget how to spell bananas.
Exactly.
I still fuck it up.
Well, it's because you can't sing
You're
or
a marauder.
spell. You're a marauder.
I definitely can't spell. I'm probably the worst speller ever. Or no. I'm the worst name reader ever.
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
you
on
are.
stream, you'll pick their if you see TabbythaGames just subscribed, you'd be like, Tab Ames, nice job. T Ames. Did you write any of the middle of the word?
Yeah.
Thanks, T Ames, for the sub.
Well, some of these names, I don't know how to say some of the names, so I just ask them to fix it.
To spell
sound it out.
just
sound it out for me. I don't want to butcher your name, but sometimes it's
especially if you're trying to play and then glance quickly at a complicated name.
That's
I
correct.
get you. But
that is correct.
Have either of you seen? I know Marcus, you've seen a little bit of it, but Star Wars Visions. It's the anime, the little, 15-minute anime, Star Wars stories.
I saw the beginning of it.
I finished the first episode. It's like 15 minutes, and it's called The Duel. And I thought it was I was completely fascinated the whole time. I think that this is a great idea to have anime Star Wars, and there's stories that are kind of non-specific, or at least the first one's non-specific in the timeline, so you don't really know when it is, and the characters aren't not related to the story at all, but it's in that universe, and it's wicked cool. I ate it all up literally while I was eating lunch today. It was epic.
I haven't seen any of it, but I'm going to be, because I've been super, super busy, but I'm going to be trying to catch up on it this weekend. But I do know that it has a lightsaber umbrella, and I'm all in.
Oh my god, yeah, the lightsaber umbrella is crazy.
And
the lightsaber katana, the whole thing is cool. And there's kyber crystals, and
I don't really consume TV content.
You have to force yourself to.
Yeah, I literally have to force myself to.
Yeah.
Or what'll happen is now that Nick is oh, the What If series, and it's gonna affect something, and in the back of my head I'm going, God damn it,
I have to watch.
I gotta watch this show. Fuck.
Well, how much of What If have you seen?
3 episodes.
Oh, well, you got through the crappiest episodes. That's the worst. The episode 2 and 3 are the least interesting to me. 4 is where it gets. I went my eyebrows raised through 4. That's crazy. It's with Doctor Strange, and then I don't remember 5, 6. 5 is fine.
Ultron.
When your eyebrows raise, do they raise together or alternate?
Together, and then they alternate as I'm my brain's processing.
Oh my.
Ding.
Well, but for me, what was awesome is tonight talking about Marvel content is we finally finished Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah,
with my kids, and my son loves Spider-Man.
That's great.
He's got a Spider-Man Halloween costume, and he just wears it around the house.
Perfect.
The other day he was Captain America, and we walked to Starbucks, and I took a picture of him. And I don't usually do the Instagram post with my kids, but that one was needed. It was 7:53 a.m. and I told my town, "Don't worry, the streets are safe. Captain America's got our back," because he was in the full Captain America get up with the shield.
That's fantastic.
Walked to Starbucks in it.
Yeah,
he's the man.
Just a half mile away, quarter mile, something like that.
Yeah, something like that. I don't know. But either way, and on Disney Junior, there's a new show called Spidey and His Friends. And my son and daughter love it. So my kids are consuming Marvel. I'm at my fucking glory. And just for the record, when my daughter was 3 to 4, we watch Star Wars episode 4, 5, or 6 every day. Obviously, I fast forwarded through all the bad parts.
Yeah, like she didn't see the Wampa attack. And
No. But she knows that movie, and still to this day, whenever she goes to bed, I just tell her, "May the Force be with you." She says, "It'll always be with us." She says, "It'll be with us," or something like that, and also with us.
Oh
or
my
something.
god,
Yeah.
that is so
Every day.
adorable.
But anyway, but back to the Marvel stuff. Like, it took Nick reminding me to watch WandaVision, and then after like
reminding
2
you to
episodes-
watch Loki too.
and Loki too, and then I was like, "Oh my god, this is awesome!"
Yeah,
And
cue the Miss Minutes shirt.
Miss Minutes shirt, and then like I finally watched all those Spider-Man movies.
Yep.
So now I'm caught up, and now I want No Way Home.
Yeah, me too. I can't wait for No Way Home.
Doc Ock.
Dude, Doc Ock, you get William Dafoe's Green Goblin. Are you kidding me? And then you also get Jamie Foxx's Electro, and you get the Lizard Guy, and maybe I'm really hoping that they have like Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire Spider-Man in there, even if it's like one like shot of them. That's it.
They'll be in it.
Do you want to get into a 4-minute theory on that?
They're gonna be in it. I
think they're gonna be in it.
I think the enemies, like the Doc Ock from that age,
yeah.
when he says hello, Peter, I think it's really like
Him
our
looking
current
at-
him looking at Toby,
Right.
but really it's Tom Holland.
Lint, right. So I think like, yeah, when he's like, I want no one to know that I'm Spider-Man, and then Doctor Strange does that spell, he like basically brings him to an alternate reality or alternate universe when it's like Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man's universe or Andrew Garfield's, or both in
Right.
combination. And they get merged or something. That would be cool.
I actually haven't seen any of Andrew Garfield's
Neither have
Spider-Man
They're
stuff.
okay.
I'm over. So I know Marvel's listening to this. I'm over the origin stories.
Yeah.
Like the Spider-Mans that you came out with are the best ever because there's no origin story.
He's already
Spider-Man. Like
Yeah.
when the Ramones
Yeah, we already
kick
know
on-
where we came from.
right? Like even anything like I hope like the Hawkeye show. I hope it's not an origin story.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like we didn't need the Black Widow origin story.
Right.
Like the Marvel Cinematic Universe fans don't need another origin story.
for a character we already know.
Well, yes, for a character we
Yeah.
already. Yeah, but even
I mean, if it's a brand new character,
no, start off like later and then like reference back to it. Nobody needs to see the spider bite him again. You know what I mean?
yeah, bite his hand.
Yeah, bite his hand. Ah,
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
I mean, we could go the Dragon Ball Z route and have like 9 seasons of the spider biting his hand.
Yes.
Find out next episode
of.
Dragon Ball Z.
But no,
Dragon.
Spider-Man Z.
yeah, but it's the truth.
I
It
love
took
that
an
show.
entire season for Frieza to drop the spirit bomb.
No. Oh, I hate that you just screwed that up. You just triggered my nerdiness so bad.
What?
Because Goku charges up the spirit bomb to throw at Frieza and Cell and Boo later.
Listen,
Goku does the spirit bomb.
I know that. I do it just to trigger you.
Yeah, you
lose
did.
your shit.
I just
Oh, did you see that they're putting the Dragon Ball Z, the Kakarot game,
yeah.
on the Switch?
Oh, that's sweet. That'll be awesome.
So you don't have to play it on your computer.
I would like to play that on my computer.
Oh, can we just talk about the PlayStation and Xboxes? Okay.
What about him?
So,
This is the sidebar show.
oh my God. So, I'm sorry. Whatever. We can skip what I've been doing. But anyway.
It doesn't matter.
I know.
No, 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 no,
It
no, no,
doesn't-
no,
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 it
no,
doesn't
no,
matter.
Marcus.
Stick
What
to
if
the
no, no,
Listen
no,
to me.
script.
Listen to me. Both of you. Listen.
Children.
Hear me. Children. Ding, ding. No, listen. But seriously. So I came home from work the other day and my son is watching TV. And what is he watching? He's watching a full playthrough of the Spider-Man game.
Of the Spider-Man PS4 game?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
And it was like the edited, so it was like kid friendly.
Yeah,
Because it was
okay.
on YouTube Kids or whatever.
Yeah.
And he's mesmerized. And I'm like, do you like this? And he goes, yeah. And I was like, that's a video game. And he walks right over to my computer. He goes, can we play? I'm like, no, it doesn't work like that, dude. Like, sorry.
He knew your computers where the video games
Oh,
are?
he comes over and sees me. Listen, when I'm alone with the kids, and if they're on like If they're watching TV or playing and we're in the basement, I'm going to turn on my computer and I'll just run around and like empty my inventory because I have the most organized inventory ever.
No.
Or
It drives me
nuts,
or
too.
my mailbox is completely empty all the time, whatever it is. But my point is, I'll like log in and those come over and see the game, and I'll let them run around, whatever. So he knows it's a game. And so I was like, oh shit. So you can't get a PlayStation
not
5.
Organized.
Right. You can't buy a PlayStation 5.
No, you can't.
So I was like, oh, I'll just go get a cheap PS4. Perfect. I'll buy a Slim. I'll buy the Spider-Man game just to get it and enjoy it, right?
Yeah.
And they're like $400
still
for like the cheapest PlayStation ever because of the scalpers with the PlayStation 5s, and you can't get a system right now. Yeah. And I've been trying to get an Xbox Series X for a while now. Impossible. Unless you want to spend $900 on it, you can't get one.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh my God.
Crazy.
So there's my sidebar. But I want to play the Spider-Man game because I think it would be pretty rad to be able to like do it and give him a fake controller.
Yeah, that game is awesome.
Yeah,
I love that game.
But his favorite Spider-Man is Miles Morales.
Really?
Loves him. He was screaming at the top of his lungs from the Into the Spider-Verse, "Can't stop me now!" Screaming it and jumping off the couch because Miles Morales was jumping off the building.
I love that.
Oh, dude, my kids are fucking awesome.
That is awesome.
And I'm such a dad. Like, I embrace it. Like when we're watching Barbie and like the songs come on, I'll just get up and start dancing. What the hell do I care?
Can totally see that.
Oh no, I definitely. There's no question. I'm 100% a dad.
Yeah, you're in full dad mode. All you need is those clunky New Balance sneakers, and you're good to go.
I'm not wearing those white shoes.
Yeah, you got to wear them with like calf high white socks with no logo on them because you got them in like the clearance section of Walmart.
That's okay. Well, I don't care about the name tag on the socks. I'm not wearing the New Balance the dad shoes.
Yeah, with cargo shorts.
I do like
and your polo t-shirt tucked into the cargo shorts.
But like, dude, what's wrong with cargo shorts? I really like cargo shorts.
Why do you need those extra pockets for?
Hold my keys.
You keys don't fit in the regular pockets?
But then if you sit on them, you get a key in your ass.
Not in your back pocket, the front pocket.
No, what? Left side's phone, right side's wallet.
So put your wallet in your back pocket.
You have pockets.
It's a good point.
Well, if I could just wear yoga pants all the time, I would.
That's true.
But I'm not allowed to wear yoga pants because I would straight up wear it with I would be commando in them all the time.
You'd see the twig and baddies.
and the jiggly ass. All right. Yeah. Like for sure.
The cellulite dimples.
Yeah, whatever it takes.
Oh my God.
You're welcome for that mental image, everybody. Anyways, meanwhile, Marcus, how's it going and what have you been up to?
Haven't I been talking about what I've been up to?
I mean, I would hope so.
Well, I mean, you've been talking about things.
Okay,
but...
so
yeah.
Let's start up with gaming. So in gaming stuff, last week we killed Kephis. Last week.
Yes.
So,
let's go.
Yeah. So I'm officially a Nightmare Raider. We talked about it. It feels good. But then this week kind of like derailed everything because there's a brand new MMO game that got released, which is called New World. It's Amazon Game Studios game that they've been working on.
I've never heard of it.
Yep. I pre-ordered it on December 26th, 2019.
Wow. Way back.
What?
It was soon as they said that, they announced a release date and they said, get in so you can get in on all the testing.
Yeah.
So I pre-ordered it, right? I played in the first closed alpha and then I didn't play it again. So it came out and it came out this Tuesday.
Yeah.
So I messaged the raid teams like, are people playing this game? Because if you are, like, we'll take the night off because it's launch day.
Yeah, of course.
So out of the 8 people, 4 of them were playing it. And
yeah.
So there was 4 of us. We did some Master Mode Flashpoints. I did 2 of them. It was a super short stream. I only streamed for, almost 2 hours. It was really, really short, but it was short and sweet. I pretty much am almost done with all the master mode flashpoints, which is great. So we did that, but then yesterday, which was Wednesday, nobody really wants to. When you do progression rating, it's draining.
Yeah, and you don't really want to jump right back into
my God,
progression.
it was like, ugh. And so instead of doing something really hard, we just decided to go into hard mode gods from the machine, because some of the people have never cleared the fights.
Yeah.
And that's my favorite op. So, and
oh my God, I love gods.
Yeah. And when you're doing, it's going to sound super elitist. When you're doing hard mode, I just don't care. I just laugh about it. When stupid shit happens, I'm just like, whatever, it's hard mode, whatever, let's move on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even though it's fucking hard. Like hard mode gods is a hard op. But we had a lot of fun. We killed Tithe. We almost got the sisters down, and it was just a good fun night. Next week, we're going to go back to explosive conflict, and we're going to try to get the timer.
Yeah.
So in Nightmare, if you beat the operation in whatever the allotted time they give, I think it's 2 hours.
Mhm.
You have 2 hours to clear everything. If you do, you get a special title. This one is called War Stalker.
Okay.
I mean, it's not an easy thing to get, because I think you can't wipe more than like 3 times on each boss, or the timer's fucked. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like you got to be good, which we just cleared it, so we should be fine for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But after that, we've decided we're going to do Nightmare Scum and Villainy. It's got 7 bosses. Some of them are easier than others. It's a good challenge. We're going to start there. But when the new expansion comes out in February, it's we will
do that.
Yeah, we'll switch right away to the new operation.
Sorry, could you hear me swishing my water?
Yes.
Oh.
What was that?
Just water.
Oh, I thought you were doing scope.
It's like gargling.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Nick rinsing and eating and doing all sorts of oral hygiene.
Don't just
on
put the
stream.
eating on Nick. You've been eating Kit Kats
The whole show.
and Nick's eating Fritos. You guys have both been eating. I'm like, guys, I'm trying to start the show. What are you guys eating? I'm eating a Kit Kat. I'm eating Fritos. Hey, Marcus, can I have another bag of chips? I don't fucking care. Anyway, meanwhile,
welcome to the sidebar episode.
Yeah, it's fucking great. So anyway, so that was that. So last night after stream, I still didn't shower. So I was unshowered when I streamed because I worked so much.
Yeah.
So I
Oh my
logged
God,
in.
you stream unshowered? Oh, you monster.
Yep.
Well, Tabs, when you get home at 7:00 at night, you get an hour with the kids. They go to bed, and then you have to stream. Like I literally legit laid down for 15 minutes because I was exhausted, and then I just got up at like 8:05, and I was like, I gotta start the stream. Yeah, I can't keep.
If you stay there too long, you melt into the couch or bed.
No,
it's over.
No, see, like I felt like shit. I didn't feel good. I was tired. I was exhausted. But as soon as I turned on the stream, dude, I felt so good.
Yeah,
Like
I
I
start
felt-
going, and you're like,
well,
here we
I
go.
just felt good. And like the community is so freaking awesome. And then I logged into New World.
Yep.
And I was in queue. I was number 323 in queue.
Wow.
So I went and showered, and I came back, and I was at like 110.
Yeah.
And then it took me a little while, but I did get in there and play. So it is an action RPG. So it's not like SWTOR where you're hitting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and all that stuff.
Yeah.
It's basically just your mouse. I'm sure there's going to be extra stuff
Yeah.
later, but I'm not there yet. Now, I am not a hunter-gatherer
Yeah, you hate exploration.
at all.
You like the kill, and that's it.
Right.
You're a marauder,
Yes.
basically.
Yeah, but in this game, so I logged in. Let's say it was 11:05 when I finally got in. I created my character.
Yep.
My tune name is Marcus B814. And
Of course.
Yeah, of course. So,
Shocking.
well, you know what it is? I like the connectivity to everywhere I go.
Oh, no. I mean, all my tunes are named Tabitha, so, I mean.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I
Yeah.
put Nick Vern 51 for everything. So.
Right. So, long story short, is you land, you go through their like little tutorial.
Yep.
Not a big deal. You get into this area, and as soon as you walk into the first bush, it says, "Do you want to chop it down?" I like being deep in the bush, so I'll chop it down. So all of a sudden, I was like, "Oh, I chopped down this bush," and then I walked like a half a foot, and the next circle came up and said, "Chop the bush." I ended up chopping so much bush, it looked like a mowed field when I was done. Okay,
That's great.
yeah, you got to have a mowed field. So I got so much green wood out of it. All right, and then it was. Then I saw a pig or a boar.
Yeah.
I fucking slayed that boar, but I didn't have a fucking knife to like salvage the meat.
Oh God.
So I did one of the quests and I got a knife. Then proceeded for the next hour and a half, and I was just crawling through the bush, picking the bush like leaves out of my teeth, and it was great.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Anyway, it was so satisfying. Like, I don't actually care about
Wait, for you or for the bush?
both. So, I never thought like I would actually enjoy that. Now, Nick is hearing me talk about a game, and he's saying, If he plays it more than 2 times, I know he likes the game.
Right.
So I did enjoy it. That was a lot of fun. I don't craft things. I think it's fucking dumb.
Yep.
Like, it's just me. But in this game, like, I kind of like after the show, I'm going to log in just to chop down some more stuff. I'm hoping I get an axe
Yeah.
so I can start chopping trees.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And yeah, so New World. And I wanted to support Amazon, and everybody's like, Marcus, they have billions and billions and billions of dollars. They don't need your money. You're right, they don't. But if New World does well, that means other game studios are going to create another MMO.
Yeah.
Because they're going to say the money is there to earn.
Yeah. To make
They'll bring back the genre.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because like,
Yeah, you're not supporting Amazon. You're supporting the MMO genre.
That's right. Well, yes, I'm supporting Amazon, but I'm also supporting the genre.
Yeah.
Hoping that somebody comes out with another AAA MMO in the next 5 to 7 years.
Right.
Anyway, so that was that. Destiny 2. I enjoy it. I fucking love it. I really do. I'm curious to see what happens because I've never had 3 games before. So I'm curious to see if I start playing New World, is Destiny going to take a back seat?
Yeah, or is Star Wars or whatever.
Well, I did make the announcement on stream on Saturday.
Yep.
That I actually am going to be stepping back a little bit from SWTOR right now, streaming wise. Like I'm still going to stream it, but like if there's going to be a bonus stream, it's not going to be SWTOR.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or maybe I won't, or maybe I'll change one of my days, and you know what I mean? Like, because like Saturday nights are my favorite stream night because I'm not raiding. So like that's going to be story stuff in SWTOR. That's my favorite night, hands down.
Yeah.
But like maybe I don't stream on Wednesday nights SWTOR and I stream on Fridays instead, playing a different game.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Just because I really want to enjoy other games, but between the podcast and SWTOR, it consumes so much of my time. So, and I want to enjoy other things.
Makes sense.
The other thing I wanted to talk about is I'm in the mood to buy something.
You want to buy me something?
What do you need?
Oh,
$400.
Wait, that's not. Wait. But that's not buying you something. That's giving you money. That's fucking dumb.
You want to buy surround
buy me
sound
something.
speakers for my apartment?
Yeah, but what do you need surround sound speakers for?
Dude,
Just buy
for crowd noise during the football games.
Dude, do you want a sound bar?
No.
I have a sound bar.
The sound bar does legit.
It's great, but we're stepping our game up. We have the Roku Stream Bar. It's a sound bar streaming combo. The quality's great.
Well, then you plug in a second one, so then you have 2.
That's not how it works.
Yes, sir.
It's not going to
No.
work right.
Yeah, well.
If you get the Roku surround sound, it's like $150. They're wireless. You plug them into the wall, obviously, but they connect to it, and then it's all synced up surround sound.
Anyway,
and then you can hear the behind
Yeah,
you.
but how does that help your streaming, Nick?
It doesn't. I'm just being
Okay,
silly.
then no.
yeah. So
I just broke something. So
what did you break?
I broke one of my green screen clamps. I'm sitting here
Oh.
fidgeting. I'm sitting here fidgeting with it, and I broke it.
Oh, that happens.
I mean, well, I don't use my green screen anymore, so that's fine.
Yeah,
It's fine.
we're all fine here.
No, we're all fine here. How are you?
So I'm kind of torn right now. So this is where I'm at. So I like my Elgato.
Are you all out of faith?
Yes. I like my Elgato mic, but I love my Audio Technica podcast mic.
Yeah.
I love this mic.
This is my favorite for sure.
Right. So I've been thinking a lot about getting rid of the Elgato mic and just going to this type of dynamic mic.
Yeah.
Because the Shure SM7B
my God.
is the same style of mic as this.
You just got to keep it close to your face.
Right. It's got to be close to your face, but you can set up the audio where, like, do I still sound good right here?
Yeah, it's just quieter.
Yeah, it's quieter because it's set up for podcasts.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
But if I was streaming,
you
I would
set it up a little different.
Yeah, I would set up the audio file so it would be a little bit better. So
yeah,
when it's right here, I still sound good and I can still play games, but it's still up to my face, not on top of it like when I podcast.
Right.
And I'm not saying I'm going to buy the Shure SM7B. I'm just saying that, like,
you want to mix it up.
What is this? A condenser? Or a dynamic?
This is dynamic.
No, condenser.
The Yeti is a condenser mic.
That's a condenser mic.
Correct. That's why it works better from farther away and it picks up more noise.
Right.
The dynamic mics are the ones that you gotta eat for it to sound properly.
Okay. Yes. And so I want to do that too, because then the sound will be better and it won't pick up any outside noise.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It'll be a better quality sounding mic. And then when I move into the studio, it's just going to be better.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about a mic and switching to that. I'm done. We're using the most generic boom arms ever.
Oh, yeah. These are super cheap boom arms.
And it's time for some stream upgrade stuff.
Yeah. There's springs you can hear if I play with it.
Right. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. So I'm working through that part. Just like that, you could hear the spring in the background.
Right.
Anyway, so I'm trying to work through all that stuff. I got my lights. My lights are great. I need my studio done so then I can set up the green screen correctly and not need that stupid VCam software where it makes it look like I have the force around me.
Yeah, you're a force ghost.
Yeah, I don't. It's weird. Some people like showing their room around. I don't. It's not that my room is a mess. Like when we did the podcast, you could see where I am. It's clean here.
Yeah.
It's not a shit show. It's just I like being I feel like when I'm just on the game, I feel like you're in the game.
Right.
Yeah. It's going to sound really rude, and I don't mean this to any streamer. For me, I like my screen to be very clean. Show a couple logos that I support. That's it. I don't want any other shit.
Is that a jab at me?
No.
No.
Not at all.
I'm going to take that personally.
Well, don't. Everybody's stream is everybody's stream. I'm just talking about what I like.
Right.
I like it to be very clean. I don't like any of the fluff. I don't need a border around my whole stream. I don't need any of that stuff. I like to just be on top of the game, throw a couple logos in there and call it a day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The funniest part is that I realized that my Marcus B814 logo is over on top of the camera. So I realized I can hide behind it.
Oh, that's really funny.
So I play peekaboo with the stream sometimes. Peekaboo. And you can completely see my fat ass body sticking out of it, but it's just really hilarious.
Of course.
This Type 4. Anyway, last thing for me and my stuff is thank you, Nerds community. The Discord is growing like crazy.
Oh my God, it is.
Yeah.
The community is growing like crazy. All of your support, it's so warranted and thanked, and I can't thank you enough. We recently made Tsunami a VIP on the channel. We made Don Pablo, who is the godfather of the channel.
He's the Don.
Yeah, he's the Don. He's now a VIP. So thank you so much. It means so much. Like, Tabs, you're always in the stream, and like Saturday nights are awesome that I get to like play with you and hang out, and because we're both
Saturday nights are freaking awesome.
Yeah, and I really appreciate you. But everybody else, thank you so much. We are on the road to 1K. I tell you exclamation point follow count, but we're not in stream, so I don't know how many followers I have, but I do know I got up to like 970. And then the Siri bot attacked, and I think I'm down to like 950 or 9 something. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
But thank you, everybody. This shit's awesome. Next week, we're having Stay Alive on the show, which is going to be sweet. And
that's going to be awesome. Get him to sing. You need to get him to sing.
Oh, sing.
Should we make him sing that song?
Well, no, we're just going to get it. Well, so... Chimeri told us that 8-Tracks rapped, so we got 8-Tracks to rap. Rayu did not rap. We wanted him to, but he
was rather uncomfortable.
Yeah, he was uncomfortable, and we didn't press him. He wasn't Musco, so we couldn't push too hard.
Right.
In SWOTOR news,
Marcus.
Yeah,
you are at 961.
Ooh, woo woo, 961. I have
39 to go.
39 followers to 1,000. And then the big announcement will come.
The 36-hour stream.
Never. Like, I could... No. So
39-hour stream
in pink shorts.
For the 39 more followers he needs.
Shorts.
So I will be wearing short shorts for sure.
Pink shorts.
And I'll be wearing my Hawaiian truffle shirt.
Yeah.
So it's definitely going to be a longer stream. I don't know if I kind of like the 1 year the year celebration streams, maybe for 12 hours, or maybe my birthday stream will be 12 hours. I don't know if I'm going to do a 12-hour stream for the 1K, because it's really long.
How about 8 or?
Yeah, I don't know, maybe 6
or 8.
Yeah, 6 or 8, and it's going to be wild. I've got some ideas. The other thing too, I was thinking is maybe even the 1K stream will do if we can organize it on a night. I'd like to do start the stream out an hour into the stream. We just do a live Working Class Nerds.
Yeah.
And then while then as soon as Working Class Nerds is over, then I just go back into gaming.
Right. And then I'll go home and just talk shit in the chat.
Or just sit next to me and hang out for the stream.
Ugh.
Anyway, sorry.
Just kidding.
In SWOTOR news, on the front end, crickets. So we've got a mega expansion coming. They say holiday 2021. I'm thinking February of 2022.
Yeah.
Because
I did catch you say that earlier.
Yeah, I know you did.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm being completely wrong here, but I'll give an example. Battlefield 2042 is going to have an open beta. They announced it. It was basically a week or two before the game was supposed to come out. But DICE was saying nothing. There was no marketing for the game. There was nothing happening that should be happening a month before a game releases.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, oh, red flags. Same thing goes for BioWare right now. I feel like all of the actual classes still aren't on the PTS. It's almost October 1st. And I'm sure the mercenary and the power tech will be coming to the PTS soon, but we haven't seen anything else yet. And I'm not saying
they promised us more live streams and more.
That's right.
They promised us more.
And we got less.
Well,
Not
they
less,
did.
but
If you watch the live stream, they did say that they're going to be dropping information through media, whether it's content creators, it's news areas, like IGN or whatever, stuff like that. So maybe all of that stuff is coming. But the last live stream they did was in July.
Actually, I've got it pulled up on the slide from the live stream. It says week of 7.5 Jedi Guardian on the PTS, 7.12 Seeing Red, Mandalorian short story. We got that. 7.19 Dev Team feature Ashley Rule and SWTOR cinematics. I don't know if we got that.
Yeah, we did.
7.26 looking back on Manan. August and beyond. Regular web content from today through launch. Interviews with content creators. We have been getting that. And ongoing PTS updates.
Well, they did have Max and Seema had Chris Schmidt.
Yep.
And we did learn a little more information there. I don't know where else. But what I'm trying to say is, if all of the classes aren't on the PTS, plus nobody has seen combat styles, there's an operation coming, which we're going to be talking to BioWare about, which we can't wait for, but we still don't have a date, which is fine. But what I'm trying to say is, I feel like this is not coming out in December or whatever. You know what I mean? If I'm reading between the lines, maybe I'm completely wrong, and maybe they're going to drop like the mercenary and power tech with all of the combat styles and all the tacticals and everything that's happening in the game.
Mm-hmm.
For me, I would have been really happy if they just dropped the 7.0 with 2 flashpoints, a new PvP map, an operation, and then in early 2022, you purge all the abilities and the combat styles comes for the next big game update. I would have been completely happy with that.
Well, I'm looking at the list of what they promised us for holiday 2021 at the slide. So for holiday 2021, they told us we would have new story. They don't really need to test that.
Nope.
5 new levels. Don't need testing. Combat styles. Well, they really don't need to test that because that's just really giving us access to what's already there.
No, you need to test it because you're going to need players to switch between combat roles in game and do moves that are random buttons. Like for me, I feel like that is going to be tricky. There's going to be bugs there.
Right.
You would, and maybe you're right. Maybe you don't need to test that. Okay, what's next?
Well, I mean, you might no, because the combat styles you don't switch them in combat, or even you can't even switch them in instances. You have to leave the instance in order to switch between combat styles. You're just switching to another spec.
Okay.
So really, the only thing that really needs testing is the mechanisms, the coding mechanisms to switch between one style and another.
Okay. I'll take your word for it. What else did they promise?
They promised us Manan, and they've given us some previews of that, what that's going to look like. New Flashpoint and new operation. So the
operation will be on the PTS.
Yeah.
I would imagine so, because they're going to need to test that.
Now, there are probably some builds of that on their internal testing already.
Of course there is.
So, oh, yeah. I mean, we can pretty much be assured that those are on internal testing.
Oh, I bet it's ready for... It has to be ready for go.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Let's see. The start of UI and UX updates. So the start of updates to the UI and UX. New character creation. Character sheet refresh, Galactic Season 2, and more. So that's a list of what we're supposed to get for holiday 2021.
A lot. That is a lot.
Yeah.
But we'll see what happens.
And we've got about 2 months. Now, so what?
Really, if you think about it, if you put 2 months, yeah, you really have 2 months, because once Thanksgiving comes, I'm guessing some of the devs are going to start going on vacation. I'm pretty sure they shut down.
At least for some chunk of time.
Yeah.
Or diminished manpower or whatever, you know what I mean?
But either way, I'm personally really looking forward to them dropping the mercenary.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you know one of my main classes is the mercenary. So
yeah. I'm really intrigued by it because right now the jug has really gotten the worst of it. It's awful what they've done. And honestly, I'm going to be honest. If you're a new player to this game, don't bother playing the game with a lightsaber because it's pointless. They have screwed the lightsaber holders for so long now that it's pointless. Unless you're going to do the story only, it's pointless.
Sork holds a lightsaber and is pretty freaking awesome.
They've nerfed that class so bad, Tabs, and what they're doing to it in 7.0 doesn't help. The Sork is all about being able to be mobile, and they've taken all of that away for healing. It's all long channel abilities. It's terrible.
Oh no, I was watching the with Max and Seema, and a lot of it doesn't look terribly bad.
Because I'm looking at it from the hardcore PvE healer said it's not going to be viable in 7.0.
Okay. Yeah. From a hardcore PvE healing, I can definitely see that. Yeah.
What are you doing? Where are you going?
Nowhere. I'm just standing up. I was working. My legs were tired. Like,
oh my god.
Oh, do we need? Does he need?
No, he doesn't need a break yet.
No, I'm.
Anyways,
I'm just channeling my inner stand-up comedian here.
Anyway, our 10-year anniversary is only a few months away. For such a momentous occasion, we wanted to do something special to celebrate it with our players. So they're doing a screenshot contest.
Yes.
We mentioned it last week. We'll mention it again. Take your pictures, email it to BioWare. If you go to swotor.com, you're going to email everything to contest@swotor.com.
Mm-hmm.
You can't have a player in the screenshot. No NPCs are allowed. No UI. Your UI needs to be turned off. And it just has to be an original photo from the game.
Right.
But if you win, they're
no
taking
cutscenes either.
No cutscenes. But if you take it and you win, they're going to make your picture a stronghold decoration, and if you're the winner, you'll have a gold frame around it, which is pretty sweet.
That's wicked sweet.
And I think when does it end? I think it ends October 5th. So whatever you do, go get your pictures. Max, take the pictures of butts.
Oh my God, Max! Yeah, Max loves the intergluteal cleft of the large boss monsters.
Right.
In AIE news, Tuesdays are our mandatory fun night. Why did you write it like that?
I have no idea.
So, anyways, if you play Star Wars: The Old Republic and you want to hang out with AIE, Tuesdays are our mandatory fun night where fun is mandatory, but attendance is not. That runs from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. And we switched from the awesome, epic, true to Star Wars fashion Imperial side and go over to the sunshine, rainbows, unicorns, butterflies, and befriending your enemies instead of
killing them
Republic side.
Do you not also destroy an enemy by making him your friend?
Well, Tabs, you can't just keep dropping all these logic bombs on me here. So also,
you have to go to the bathroom, don't you?
No, I don't.
Oh wow!
I've just been sitting at a desk all day, so I can't sit again.
All right.
The first Friday of every single month is Mastermind Flashpoint. So we get together and run the most difficult Flashpoint style that you can. That's 45 minutes to an hour of 4 people or less on a fun and awesome adventure.
It's 4 only.
Yeah, 4 only. Also, the 4th Saturday of every month, something special happens.
That's the 4th Saturday.
Do you know how many Saturdays that is?
Something special?
Yes. It's pretty epic.
Something
Call it
something.
Mega. But wait, did you know which day it is on?
It's a Saturday.
Yeah, but not just a Saturday. It's the 4th Saturday. It's Saturday, and it's Mega, the monthly Epic Guild activity. Last week we sold you the whole seat, but you only need the edge.
What the?
It's way better when I stand up and do the Mega.
Yeah, but
I got the punching
I can hear all the stuff shaking around.
Oh.
It's anyway, it's funny.
Well, anywho, what happened in last week's Mega?
So last week it was amazing. Tabs stepped it up and parked like 7 of her characters all over the galaxy for world bosses. And in the meantime, we did some datacrons. It was awesome. We had so much fun doing it. And, it was really, really awesome. So this month, we're going to be doing something special for it in October because this is pretty much the last big one before A 7.0 comes out and B the holiday season comes.
Because the holiday season.
I can't
Holiday season.
But anyway,
I'll sing the whole song if we're not careful.
And poopy doo and
hickory
hickory dock.
And don't forget to hang up your socks. Anyways, what's happening with Mega?
So it was so much fun. We're gonna do something fun. I haven't figured it out yet, but I want to do something really, really, really epic because again, the holidays come in November. Not a lot of people travel, all that stuff. And then on top of that, then the next month you have Christmas, which is really, really busy then. So
right.
I want to make this one really special because then we'll be getting 7.0 and the game is going to look very different than it does today. So,
and if all this sounds fun to you, go to aie-guild.org. Get our Discord information in the top right-hand corner of the website and ask for a guild invite. Whether or not you play Star Wars: The Old Republic or any of the other games that we play, we would love to have you.
I already know he does because he was doing the dance.
Oh my god. I don't really have to pee, actually.
I doubt it.
I doubt it.
We'll be right back.
Jeez, Nick, hurry up. We're trying to finish this podcast.
And we're back. So today we're doing a deep dive into all that is tabs. It's all tabs all the time. So first question first. Why did you start streaming?
Well, I started streaming for 2 reasons, primarily. One is to socialize. Well, for me, it's actually quite difficult to socialize in person. I at first I thought it was like a social anxiety thing. Like all my life I was told that I was like, because the whole introvert extrovert thing. So everybody's doing it's like, oh, you're an introvert, but no, I'm actually not an introvert. It's just kind of it's being autistic. I have a lot of trouble getting out and being like interacting with people in person and in public spaces. So this actually gave me a chance to interact with people from the comfort of my own from the comfort of my own home. I too could interact with people with the wonder of the internet.
Well, but it's definitely a challenge to hit the go live button because every time you hit the go live button, you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know what's going to get said. And it's almost like uncontrolled chaos, right? And
not right now because I know what's going to happen every time because I have a set routine for hitting the go live button.
Sure. I meant more of like the first 10 streams are definitely nerve-wracking.
Complete and unmitigated chaos, panic, and disorder. Absolutely. All props to my moderator, Chaos, of course.
Right, sure. And when you stream, it's like you can't hide who you are. Like the real you.
Yeah, you can't put on like an act that whole time.
Like Dr. Disrespect. That's an act, but deep down, that's who that dude is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's got to be a part of him at some point.
Yes. Like the egomaniac.
There's a part of him that is behind that character.
Right.
That's correct.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's definitely a different experience from just playing games and being on a voice chat to then playing the game in voice chat while streaming.
That's a big jump.
It is a big jump
for sure.
Oh, it's a huge jump. Because people are like in voice chat, people aren't watching you. If you stay quiet in voice chat, then people just kind of like don't even realize that you're there. You don't exist
Right.
if you're quiet in voice chat. But if you're quiet on a stream and you have viewers, people are watching you.
They still know.
They still see you. They're watching you.
Right.
I'm not a big talker.
What?
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 I meant I'm not. I am a big talker. Sorry, it came out wrong.
Yeah, I was like, what?
Yeah, so like streaming for me, it like just fell into place. Like
it was natural.
Yes, just like being a tank is natural for me. Now, anyways,
Now it is.
yeah. So, Tabs, what's your favorite video game of all time?
Well, I mean, there's a couple of different answers to that because I mean,
Well, yeah, you can't just have one.
You can give us the Mount Rushmore, you know.
okay, because like there's favorite game currently, there's favorite of all time, and so I mean, if we're talking currently, there's SWTOR. I mean, hands down.
Of course.
It's a game that I've put in thousands and thousands and thousands of hours in over the past year. I've actually like put an absurd number of hours in. Like in the past year, I've leveled like 12 characters to 75, completed legendary, got full 306 on everybody, got like full classic, like completely like wild. But if we're talking like nostalgia wise, a game called Homeworld, which interestingly just celebrated an anniversary. I don't know how many of you have actually played it, but it was one of the early RTSs.
Mm-hmm.
It was released in 1999, and it was.
I never played that.
Yeah, it was one of the early like full 3D real time strategy games.
Sure,
It looks cool.
And you could you could build your fleets and everything, resource management, and you could move your ships in full 3D.
Yeah, I feel like the RTSs were really big in like the late 90s or the 90s into the early 2000s.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a big part of StarCraft. You know,
but like imagine like StarCraft, but like the Z-axis matters. You can move your units up and down, and the Z-axis and like being able to go up, over, and down, and like attack your enemies from behind without them even knowing.
That's a skill that I do not have.
Stealth. Yeah, stealth is not your forte.
Yeah, stealth is not my forte.
But
You're a kick down the front door, spray and pray type of person.
yes,
100%.
Marauder.
Yeah, exactly.
First in before the tank. But if we're talking like most hours logged in a game, that would have to be World of Warcraft. I started playing WoW in 2007 when I was in Army AIT, which is for those who weren't in the Army, is the training that comes directly after basic training.
Mm-hmm. Is it Army intermediate training?
You have basic training that you go into, which they teach basic training, and then you have AIT, which is advanced individual training.
Oh, I see.
In which they teach you your job that you picked in the Army.
Gotcha.
I understand that.
I was just trying to guess the acronym.
Oh.
But really, truly, I guess
understand.
if you close your eyes and you think about every game you've ever played,
Yeah.
which one is your favorite?
That's a very difficult question.
That is a very difficult question.
If you're on a deserted island with nothing but a computer with the best graphics card and somehow internet, which game is
at this
downloaded?
point in my life? I still have to pick SWTOR.
Wow.
Because at this point in my life, it still has the most replay value. because I am still making new characters and I'm still replaying the story over and over again. I mean, even just today, I started a new character through the Fallen Empire storyline again so that I could play through the Lana Beniko romance again because I love Lana so much.
Lana is my heart.
Lana's the best.
Lana is love, Lana is life.
So, I mean, I think I know the answer to this question, but are you a PC or console gamer? Or, like, take us through the history of your preference.
Well, I started on a PC, sort of.
Mhm.
My first gaming experience was on something only some will remember. Something called a TI 99 4A. It was an early computer in the early 80s. It did not have a monitor. It was basically a glorified keyboard. I plugged it into the wood-trimmed console TV in my living room. It didn't have any kind of internal storage. So anytime I wanted to play a game, I had this big spiral-bound book that had the programming code in BASIC. And so I would spend hours with this thing hooked up to my TV, and I would type in the code for the game by
Wow.
hand so that I could play Pitfall.
Wow, that's crazy.
And then
hopefully you don't make a mistake typing the code in.
Exactly. If I made a mistake and I ran the code, it wouldn't work, and I would have to go back and like figure out where it went wrong.
Right.
And like I would have to hope that nothing came in like didn't lose power or anything like that.
Right.
And then when I was done playing, I'd shut it off and it was done because the thing didn't have any storage on it. I mean, there were the magnetic drives, the tape drives were sold as an accessory.
Right.
But I was poor. I mean, the thing was given to me as a gift, so
Right.
we were poor, and I couldn't afford to get the tape drive.
Fuck that. That's so crazy.
But
how far we've come, you know?
I know. But then when the NES was released, we bought one of those. So I spent so many hours playing Mario and Duck Hunt and Castlevania and Dr. Mario and all those fun games. But then I built my first computer. This was around the late 90s, and then I was done with consoles. Once I built my first computer, and I played games like Homeworld and Star Trek Armada, and games like that. I tried going back to a console once, and that was with I flirted with the Nintendo Wii. We had a brief fling, but it didn't work out.
You know,
I feel like most people are like that with the Wii.
so the Nintendo Wii was a great idea, but honestly, for me, like the Wiimotes were fantastic, but they needed to just be able to connect to a controller.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, I didn't always want to have it in two hands. You know what I mean? Like, individually. The other thing about the Wii was in a weird point in the graphics era where it was like a fucked up 32-bit.
Yeah.
Like, it was like bobbleheads in.
Oh my God.
But then you had your counterpart, which was the Xbox and the PlayStation 2.
No,
Yes.
Xbox 3 and 360.
Okay, Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 were like games looked like games, and you're like, why am I doing this?
Yeah.
But
right.
I'm not like in my apartment way back in the day. I fucked people up in Wii bowling. Like, you couldn't stop this strike machine.
I remember that.
All right, like I was a strike machine, and like tennis was awesome, but like it had its time, you know.
Yeah.
But
yeah, with the Wiimotes, with somebody who has issues with movement, are not fun.
Oh yeah, definitely not.
Because because I have a couple of things where one is like a body non-compliance, where it's like sometimes my brain will send signals to the wrong limb or wrong finger, and so I'm not always aware of where my particular any particular limb
is in space.
Is in space.
I believe that's proprioception.
Yes. And it's another thing that's another thing that comes with being a common thing with being autistic is like trouble moving around and so yeah, having Wiimotes that relied on motion, but of course this was before getting my official diagnosis, so there were a lot of things that I didn't know about myself. So
Right.
I knew I had these issues, but I didn't have names for them, and so I didn't know what
was happening.
I didn't know what was happening, and so I didn't know. So I didn't know what things to avoid.
Right.
It's like I didn't know not to I didn't know I probably shouldn't buy a Wiimote because I have this like specific thing that might have issues.
Right. It's interesting. I kind of know the feeling, like, well, not literally like yours, but having like something going on that hasn't been like diagnosed yet. Like I had vertigo for a long time because of as a long-term COVID side effect, and
oh yes,
yeah, and I like not realizing that like it's not like some people get vertigo in like attacks and it's like crippling and like you feel like the room is completely spinning, you fall over. But like me, it would be like low levels of like almost like a car sickness that would ebb and flow. So it like made me stop working one day. But it's like, why am I so uncomfortable? You know what I mean? Not realizing what it was or things that were triggering it. You know what I mean? It's like just, and so I can totally understand like the frustration of like not being able to properly describe your discomforts or like things not working correctly and getting frustrating about it. And you know what I mean? I can kind of relate a little bit there.
Yeah, sure. Definitely.
It's kind of like Nick's fake chocolate allergy.
Oh my God. We're on this again.
What? Uh-oh.
So I have an actual allergy to chocolate, but Marcus doesn't believe in.
No, I don't believe it.
Anyways, he'll always be like, if he has a chocolate chip cookie, he'll be like, Nick, we'll try this cookie. Like, Marcus is chocolate. No, it's not. It's double chocolate chunk with fudge.
It's fake chocolate. Anyways, Tabs, who's your favorite Star Wars character?
R2-D2.
Whoa. That hits home. So why?
Well, for me, like his way of communicating, moving, interacting, thinking, feeling, it's unique and different from any other character in this in the series, in the franchise. I mean, save for other astromechs, of course. But and even the other character who's supposed to understand and translate 3PO or protocol droids is often like just completely baffled and befuddled by him, and just his overall it's very, very reminiscent of my own experience growing up, and like the way I feel the way I feel existing.
Yeah.
And
it's a little you're a little different than my answer on it because he's my favorite
I know.
too. But it's really interesting for me to hear a different side of that because the things you said I would have never thought of.
Yeah. But that's
not my R2-D2.
But also his desire to help and be useful also mirrors my own. And I mean that I know that's also why you love him and why he's your favorite. And it's also it's also
for sure.
He's always just trying to help.
Also mine. he's always trying to be there for his friends and trying to help everybody. And so that's why he initially clicked with me. And then as I watched him through the series, I like realized all these deeper aspects to his character. And I'm like, wow.
I get it. I completely get
there's
it.
Like there's so much depth to R2.
That like conveyed in a very unique way. You know?
Yes.
Yes. He's always willing to help. Okay, so this might be the most important question on Working Class Nerds.
Okay, let me brace myself. Okay, I mean,
Are you sitting down?
I am sitting down. Let me buckle myself in.
Are you gripping the armrests of your chair?
I am. I'm sitting on the edge of my seat, Nick.
So but did you have to buy the whole?
You bought the whole seat, but you only need the edge right now.
Even though I only need the edge.
Right.
So here we go. What is
Okay.
your favorite ice cream flavor?
My favorite ice cream flavor is. Are you ready,
Yes.
Marcus?
I was born ready. I fucking love ice cream. I love ice cream.
Marcus is not like what flavor. He's like what size.
Exactly. Actually, that's a false. When I go get an ice cream at wherever, it's always a small.
Yeah. That's
Like I don't ever do the large or the medium. It's always a small because if you give me the large, you're giving me like a quart of it and I'm going to eat it all.
right.
And then if I dip it in rainbow sprinkles, I'm done.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you do rainbow sprinkles too?
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
have
Marcus.
2 little kids. I have to do rainbow sprinkles.
Yeah, you got to do rainbow sprinkles.
You know, I haven't had sprinkles on my ice cream in a long time, and I really
Just
need
go
to
eat
step my game up.
Just go eat a candle. And it's the same thing.
Okay,
It's a
my
sweet
favorite
candle.
ice cream flavor. Now, is it going to shock you for me to say that I can't answer with just one?
No, that's completely on brand. And it's exactly what we expected.
Yeah. Every for me, it's only one. So I only have one favorite. But
There is
yes.
one flavor to rule them all.
Yes.
But let's hear it. What do you got for your Mount Rushmore of ice cream flavors?
Okay, now I only have two faces on my Mount Rushmore of ice cream.
Okay.
My absolute favorite of flavors is going to be like some kind of red berry cheesecake combo, like strawberry cheesecake or raspberry cheesecake or something like that.
The strawberry
Or cherry
cheesecake Ben
cheesecake.
and Jerry's is so good.
That's one of my favorites.
Like if we
Yes.
were recording podcasts and that pops into my head, I will drive to a convenience store to get that.
I love that
Okay,
flavor.
but don't go anywhere because I'm not done with you yet, Marcus.
But wait, there's more.
But wait, there's more.
But wait, there's more. But like a lot of the intensity of because like the intensity of that is like most of the time going to be a bit high, like really high sensory load for me. So most of the time I go for like a comfort pick. I go for a chocolate chip cookie dough.
So disappointed.
9 times out of 10, I'm going to go for chocolate chip cookie dough.
I'm disappointed.
You don't like chocolate chip
What?
cookie dough?
Cookie dough is meant to be cooked.
Ugh.
You're not
Ow.
meant to eat
Ow.
cookie dough.
I can't believe you're holding this stance right now. Of any people I would have picked, like that I know, to just grab a stick of cookie dough and take a big bite
That's
out of
the
it.
grossest thing ever.
If I could eat,
Ow.
I would absolutely do that. I love cookie dough.
That is disgusting.
Unfollow, unsubscribe,
Okay.
get a new mod.
Like, so one of the guys that works with me,
Yeah.
he ordered like a gallon tub of cookie dough. And he left it in-
no,
and he left it in the refrigerator, and he
Yeah.
would just go in
No.
there and take scoops of it.
No, you don't. No, that's gross. That's gross. You don't do that. No.
That's really funny.
Cookie dough is meant to be cooked.
Yeah.
Except for the cookie dough.
See, I know where this stance
for
is
the
coming
purpose
from.
of not
Marcus
cooking.
also ate a few scoops of that ice cream, a cookie dough, I'm sure, and now he's sick of it.
No.
But there's also a
No,
variant called
I just-
Vertigo, which is chocolate ice cream with chunks of brownie dough,
Nah,
which is
I'm not
really
a big-
good.
I'm not a big brownie guy.
See, one of my favorite ice cream flavors is like at least store bought ones is from Ben and Jerry's. It's salted caramel core, so it's got a big old dollop of caramel in the middle, obviously vanilla ice cream, and then it's got blondie chunks all throughout it, which is epic. They're like brownies, but
Ooh.
blondies.
You know what my favorite ice cream is?
What?
Golden fucking vanilla. Okay? Golden vanilla. Not vanilla bean. Golden vanilla. That's the best ice cream ever. It goes with everything. I don't need any frills in it. Golden vanilla. Yes, Chubby Hubby is amazing from Ben and Jerry's.
Yeah.
But like, if I go to the store and I'm buying ice cream, I'm buying golden vanilla.
I'm
so disappointed in you.
Yeah, me too.
And like cookie dough is
French
meant to
vanilla,
be fucking
vanilla
no,
bean.
fuck French vanilla. That's fake vanilla. Okay,
You're fake vanilla.
golden
Oh my
vanilla.
God.
Yeah, listen, I'm a pro at vanilla.
I'm going to tell the French you said that.
Yep, you should.
All of the
Because,
French.
Yeah, the French vanilla is fake vanilla.
I'm composing a strongly worded tweet to the French right now to all of the French.
At France, Marcus, suck less. But I'm serious. Like, I've eaten cookie dough. The whole idea of raw cookie dough, like cookie dough or the cookie is way better. Like, give me a chocolate chip cookie ice cream, I'm in. That's delicious.
Wait, let me ask you this though. How do you like your cookies cooked?
Cooked.
You
like a medium well. I like a little bit of
Oh.
crisp.
Yeah, crisp on the outside, but what's happening on the inside?
It's cooked. I don't want that shit all gooey and like falling apart. No, I want to dip that shit in my milk and it absorbs in the dryness. So when I bite into it and I swallow the entire cookie at once, one gulp with the milk. It's
One bite,
perfect.
everybody knows the rules.
Yes.
Say I'm disappointed in your cooking preferences also. I like it gooey in the middle. One of my favorite cookies is a snickerdoodle, which are supposed to be underdone a little bit.
Oh, snickerdoodle.
You
Which
know?
one's a
I love
snickerdoodle? Is that like that's like a sugar cookie, but it has like cinnamon and sugar on the top?
Yeah, and you underbake
cinnamon
them.
and sugar.
Yeah. I've had those. Those are good.
My
soft.
cookies need to be soft,
Agreed. I like a soft
nice
cookie.
and soft.
My favorite cookie, I don't know what it's called, but it's a peanut butter cookie and they put a Hershey Kiss in the middle.
Oh, those are great.
Thumbprint cookies.
Whatever
Yeah.
they're called, that's my favorite cookie.
Yeah, a lot of times you see them on Christmas.
But I
time.
like an oatmeal raisin too.
Obviously,
Yep, oatmeal raisin cookies are. Oh yes,
a great
Yes,
oatmeal
so good,
raisin
so good,
is
so good.
really good.
But shortbread cookies are, oh my God.
I can eat a lot. I'm realizing I like cookies.
Why are you guys doing this? Now I want a goddamn cookie.
I know. I want to go to the bakery section and just buy a bunch of things. Well, anywho, moving away from the dessert section of the podcast.
Because my belly just got bigger.
Yes, so did mine. Tabs, tell us about some goals that you have for your stream.
Goals. I have a good number of goals.
Mhm.
First and foremost,
Yes.
my most important goal is to have fun and to keep having fun. Because I mean, if I'm not having fun, what is the point of even doing this?
Agreed.
That is correct.
Number one, the golden rule.
The golden rule is to have fun. My usual sign off is to have fun, be safe, and not set myself on fire.
Fair enough.
There's actually a story behind that saying, and it comes from my AIT. Actually, whenever she would release everybody for what was called the Green Pass weekends, where everybody could go off base and go roam around the city and
Yeah, relax and let your hair down.
relax and have fun and go to hotels and be
Debaucherous.
debaucherous.
Yeah.
Good word. Thank you. After the safety brief from the first sergeant, the captain would then come up on the podium and say, would be like, all right, everybody, all right, soldiers, you're released. Have fun, be safe, and don't set yourselves on fire. Of course, during that same AIT session, A group of us, a group of soldiers, did in fact set a hotel room on fire.
Of course. There's a reason why the captain started saying that in the first place. You're probably not the first crew to do that.
Yes, we were not the first class to set a hotel room on fire, and well, we were a class that set a hotel room. Now, I was not involved. You know where I was on that Green Pass weekend? I was at the local cyber cafe, eating pizza, drinking Monster Energy drinks, playing World of Warcraft.
Whoa.
That sounds fun.
I was not at the hotel getting drunk, doing the things that the other people were doing.
Yeah.
I was playing World of Warcraft with a couple of my other nerdy
Like fellow
nerdy
soldiers.
friends.
Yeah.
fellow nerdy soldiers. And phone rings. We all get recalled because somebody gets stupid and sets a hotel room on fire.
That'll do it.
Jerks.
So, besides having fun, what other goals do you have?
Well, the one of the the reasons I really set out to start streaming, in addition to having fun, is I also kind of wanted to use my stream as kind of a platform to advocate for and destigmatize kind of the social issues that that I intersect with, and that's trans issues, trans/LGBTQ issues, autism /disability, and mental health. Because there's still like I was actually like really surprised because like a good number of people that I started interacting with, like when I got my autism diagnosis, was like, wow, I've never actually met an autistic person before, and I'm like, what, really? And they're like, and also the same thing about trans. It's like I've never met a trans person before, and I'm like, so I figured it's like, you know what? Now that I'm streaming, I want to be open and talk about this. Like, so now anybody who meets me and talks with me can be like, yeah, I know somebody who is trans. I know somebody who is autistic. I do have mental health issues. I'm an abuse survivor. I have CPTSD, which is childhood PTSD, because abuse survivor. I was abused as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
The intersection of all of this stuff for me, being autistic, comes with I also have sensory processing issues. My brain processes sensory information a lot differently than other people, which is why when I talk about sensory loads and like a hypersensitivity to sour, which is why the Sour Patch Kids were extremely amusing for many people.
It was actually really hilarious.
Yeah, it was freaking hysterical because of the way that my brain was processing the sour.
Have you ever had a warhead?
I cannot eat. I have had a warhead once, and they send me into overload.
Yeah, that's the next charity stream. It's got to be a warhead.
It can't be it'll literally send me into sensory overload, and I'll like end up on the floor.
That's the best. Let's do this.
No.
Nick has a fake chocolate allergy. We're giving you a warhead the next charity stream. Somebody donates $100 to your charity stream, you're eating a warhead. I like it. You heard it here first, everybody, on Working Class Nerds.
You know who's going to donate the $100? Marcus. It'll do it anonymously. It'll be like,
yeah,
that.
Eat the warhead. Donated $100.
Yeah.
Not Marcus donated $100.
Not Marcus. Or Nick Vern 52.
Right, exactly.
Nick, not Marcus,
right.
donated $100.
Right.
Well, you definitely have You definitely have created a space for advocating for all of the things that you feel strongly about. And something else that I do know that you have pushed for is inclusiveness and the willingness to always help people. That's where you really shine, in my opinion, is you're always willing to help, me or anybody else in AIE or just anybody.
Whoever.
Yeah, anybody. If somebody asks you for help, you always say yes. There's never, unless you say, "Oh, I can't today because I'm doing something else." But other than that, it's always a yes.
Mm-hmm.
And that willingness to help people really stands out, and it's appreciated.
Yeah, I always make sure before I answer to make sure it's something that I can do, because boundary setting was something, one of the that was like healthy boundaries was part of my therapy and healing process. So making sure that if I say yes, it's that I don't reflexively say yes.
Yeah.
So
I used to do that too.
Yeah, that was a big because. And I actually read a really long Twitter thread on this because I follow a lot of fellow autistic people on Twitter. Is we try and do whatever we can to feel useful, and this harkens back to one of the things that resonate with me about R2 is because we tend to feel outcast and overlooked and unwanted because of our social difficulties. We tend to do whatever we can to be useful, and so then that generally leads us to be overexerting ourselves and leading ourselves to burnout, and saying yes to sometimes saying yes to when we shouldn't.
I get it.
And so one of the things that I had to learn to do was to make sure that when I'm saying yes, it's something that I can say yes to. And I'm actually pretty happy to say that I'm pretty proud of the fact that I'm able to, as part of my content space, my content space is one that I'm able to be as inclusive as it is, and people are able to come to me and ask for help, and I'm able to say yes, I can help you, and then actually follow through with it. Or I'm able to say, not right now, but I can help you in this amount of time, and then turn around and help. Or maybe or there's been a couple of times where I've been it turns out I've been able to be well, it turns out I'm not able to help with this, but here are some resources, because I have just because of my the way I collect things, links and notes and all sorts of information in tabs and spreadsheets and notepads everywhere. I can be like, here's the resources you're looking for, here's where to find, and that sort of thing.
That's awesome.
It is.
That's a special moment when you're able to help somebody or refer them to something. That's super duper fulfilling, I feel. On that theme of special moments, do you have a favorite stream moment?
Yep. To this day, it is Doorboss moment Doorboss clip number 1.
Well, you got to elaborate here.
Yes.
Walk us through what happened with Doorboss clip number 1.
It was in Ravagers. The first boss in Ravagers.
Sparky.
The boss will actually the door to the boss room. It's actually not a door. It's a very large object, and up very far in the sky that gets released and falls down on boss pull to close off the room for the encounter. And if you are standing under it when the boss is pulled, you die.
Ha. Yep.
Well,
Rip that guy.
Rip.
you can see where this is going. So I'm standing there. I didn't know this at the time. So I'm standing there happily babbling away to my stream.
Yeah.
And I am apparently standing within the kill zone of the door boss. Chaos Vote, who was at the time the tank, and is also my wonderful mod for my stream, pulls the boss, and I die. And apparently the look on my face is absolutely priceless.
Yes, it
And
is.
I just
That's too funny. I pulled up the clip and you made the face as you said that.
Yeah, and I completely lose it on stream. And what the clip doesn't show is, so I lose it for several seconds.
Yeah.
Ah.
I lose it. Yeah,
Rip
you're
that
probably
guy.
Yeah. And so then freaking Rothan comes in. I just get myself settled down. Rothan PG comes in as I settle down and pulls and does the sad trombone sound effect that I have on my sound alerts. And so I get myself settled down, and all of a sudden I hear womp 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 womp, and I'm gone again.
That is awesome.
That was fantastic.
That is a good stream moment.
Yes.
All right, Tabs.
And
Oh, go ahead.
oh no, and that moment is just gonna live on in memory forever.
In infamy.
Infamy.
So tell everybody where they can find you, and they need to come find you.
I have locked in TabbythaGames, TabbythaGames, everywhere. And as I was telling Nick in the pre-show, always 2 B's, never ever 1B. Never. TabbythaGames, Twitch, Instagram, Twitter, Gmail, and now even TikTok. I've only uploaded 1 video so far, but I have succumbed and created a TikTok. So all of it is TabbythaGames.
Awesome.
Yes.
Well, thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
What are you guys talking about in here?
Find out next episode of
Working Class Nerds.